this is Tim Marks. I just want to talk to you just for a couple minutes about something I believe is really, really important, not just in your financial life, but in your life in general. There's something coming up that I think is just a fork in the road you could go either way on, and that is this big game that we got coming up in just about a month, I guess. It's in St. Louis, and you don't want to miss this thing. And, well, why, Tim? Why don't I want to miss it? Well, it's going to be revolutionary. It's going to be unlike any other big game leadership convention that we've had. And as far as we're going to be talking about commerce, how the world of commerce is changing, and our company is really the only one set up to take advantage of commerce, not just e-commerce, but commerce in general. It's going to be off the hook. We're going to have new products and training on the new products, and we're rolling out our first service. And so in my mind, there's really only 2 or 3 reasons why somebody doesn't have their ticket yet to this big game leadership convention. Well, I just don't want to go, actually. That's you just don't want to go, then we've probably not done a good job explaining to you how important this is. But if you just don't want to go, you don't want to go. I'll just ask you this. Why don't you want to go? I believe this. There's a lot of money on the line. Literally. There's freedom on the line. There's time, memories with your family, all these things, travel, all that is on the line. Literally. So the next thing that I would think this could be a reason why in their mind people wouldn't have a ticket yet to go to the big game would be, but I've got a conflict that weekend. Scheduling wise, just can't make it happen. Look at our calendar, we say, oh, my neighbor that lives behind me, their second cousin, daughter is getting married. We said we'd be there. And they might not even know my name, but they would like the $50 in the card, at the wedding. So my question is, could you get out of it? Well, what about work, Tim? I've got to work that weekend. Okay. Well, what if you went to somebody and said, man, if I could cover for you these next 2 weekends, could you cover for me that weekend? Is there some way you could work it out? Go to your boss and just tell them something came up. And if you give them enough notice, they'd probably work with you. Find somebody in your support team, preferably an MVP. These are the people who are really moving on and building. They'll help you strategize and think of a way to get your schedule worked out so you can be there at this big game in St. Louis. The next one, I would say, is really a tougher one in some people's mind, or they get frustrated about it, but it's really an easy one to overcome. And that one is, man, I want to go. I want to go more than anything, but I don't have the money. I just don't have the funds to make it happen. Things are tight. So this one hits me right in the heart because this was my situation exactly. I thought I didn't have the money to go. I just thought I couldn't go. I had a bunch of bills that came in, all these things happened, and I got a couple gut shots. My real estate empire was going backwards. I call it empire, really wasn't. But anyhow, I'm thinking to myself, man, I'm adult. I'm trying to raise my family. I'm frustrated. I'm sick of it. But what dawned on me was if I didn't take this fork in the road, if I didn't go a different way, nothing was ever going to change in my life because I kept taking advice from myself. So I had to get to this big game. And I believe because I made that decision, we're financially independent today. That was the catapult that took us forward. I can't tell you how important this big game is. Get your ticket today. We're going to have the best of the best speakers coming in. We have Bob Dickey, who's an Air Force captain, a former Air Force captain. He worked directly he was an aide-de-camp to a four-star general. Crazy. This guy's written 2 awesome books. We've already brought one down in our system. He's coming in to talk about entrepreneurial thinking, a lot of the different trends, where we're going, and it all ties in with where we see our company going. All the new products, all the new high BV stuff, all the training, all that. You don't want to miss it. This is your fork in the road. I hope you take the right one. We'll see you at the big game in St. Louis.